Ramey Smyth was born on the banks of the Yukon River in the village of Tanana. The village lies at the confluence of the mighty Yukon and Tanana rivers. The rivers provide water, transportation, and a ready supply of fish. Dog mushing was an essential part of Ramey's childhood. It was how they got around during the 7 months of winter. It was also how children got to school. Dog mushing is in Ramey's DNA. He comes from a mushing family. His father, Bud Smyth, ran the very first Iditarod and had become part of its historical birth, although he'd been mushing dogs long before the Iditarod was ever thought of. Ramey's mother, Lolly Medley, was quite famous in her own right. In 1975, she was the second woman to ever finish the Iditarod. Among other family members, Ramey's brother Sim is also an Iditarod musher. Ramey had a great appreciation for the rugged environment he grew up in. As a youngster, he was trained in wilderness survival, was a firefighter, worked on a fishing boat, and became a licensed hunting guide. He now lives outside of Willow, Alaska, with his wife Becca and their 3-year-old daughter, Ava. Becca is also a veteran dog musher who shares in Ramey's passion.
This is the upper edge of Houston, and it's where I grew up. You know, they used to log the area for railroad ties and such, and had a gold mining trail up through here in the late 1800s. Basically a one-room cabin with a loft and a little hand pump and for a well, and that's where I remember my Sesame Street toys and you know, no electricity. My first memory of dogs is a hill not far from here. It was been icy and rainy early season, and there was a huge sled with a load of groceries, and all I remember is we came flying around the corner and flipped over, and groceries went everywhere, and brown bags scattered here, there, and yon, and dogs went on down the hill.
Ramey owns a custom log home business, which is operated during the summer months. His principal helping hand and fellow musher is a hard-working young man by the name of Jeff Hemann.
Yeah, Jeff, I met him quite a few years ago, and has really come into his own, and just been one of my best friends.
Jeff had been working as a guide for veteran Iditarod musher Linwood Fiedler, doing sled dog tours on the Godwin Glacier outside of Seward.
I met Jeff Hemann through Laura, which is Ramey's little sister, when they were working together on the glacier outside of Seward.
I met Jeff up on the glacier working for Linwood Fiedler, and he recognized the effectiveness of the training methods that I was using, and he's like, you know, where does this come from? What does it do? All full of questions, and I'm like, this is from my brother Ramey. This is the way that we train dogs, and Jeff's like, well, I want to be a part of that. Bring it on. So that was pretty much it.
I'll truck my dogs out here. I actually it would be a blast to come. I couldn't go as far as you guys, you know, at this point, but it'd be fun just to follow you. And
oh, it's
go
such
a
a great trail.
That would be a blast.
And now it's snowing.
Yeah.
Now, yay.
Summer after we got off the glacier, Jeff jumped in head first and started helping Ramey out, and next thing you know, he's the go-to guy. He's got it together, and I don't know really honestly what Ramey would do without him if he didn't have him. She's just highly effective at everything he does.